What was the learning piece for you today, do you think?
I would say learning to let go of the control, like them affirming us and telling us like no task is too small.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, it's okay, I don't know everything, I'm supposed to not know everything, just go with the flow. Like that's gonna be my motto this whole time.
Right.
So
there are times where you're like, what am I doing here? And then you're like, I can't believe I'm here. It will go, it's a roller coaster. But here's the thing, you already got on the ride, you waited in line, you're on the ride now, so there's, until it's over, it's not over.
First and foremost.
22, right?
That was awesome!
Get the VIP experience.
I haven't like wrapped my mind around the fact that we're leaving in less than a week. I think with everything else with like school starting this week and just personal stuff going on, I'm like, yeah, like I leave in like a month, and it's like, no, you leave next Tuesday. Like you need to start packing your bags and making sure you have all your stuff. And then I work basically every other day in between leaving and then school, and then I'm on an airplane. Like at this time on Tuesday, I'll be about to take off on an airplane, which is kind of crazy to think about, but super exciting. So originally I wanted to go to school for like medical. I wanted to go into the nursing field, and then during COVID, I picked up baking. It was like a really big hobby at home. I like really enjoyed it, and I was like, how can I go to like school to like own my own like small business? Like that was like where it led me. And then I got on the phone with Amy Dorey, and she was like, this is what hospitality is, you're gonna love it, and basically gave me like the rundown of everything. She sat on the phone with me for like 2 hours. Like I just sat there taking notes, like filled like pages of my notebook of like, this is what it would be, these are the classes I would take. It's crazy what one phone call that I took initiative to and one person taking 2 hours out of their probably really busy schedule turned into like all of this. Her connection with me was the reason that like I went to Ferris. Other than that, like I wouldn't A, have even wanted to go, and B, like known that this was an opportunity for me, so.
Our partnership with X Games began in 2015. So we are a decade into working with some of the international leaders in extreme athletics. We received an invitation from the Director of Operations to join the student program as a part of the 2015 Winter X Games in Aspen, Colorado. We had 10 very courageous students that agreed to explore that opportunity with Professor Karyn, Kiio, and I.
The students are the bridge between what you see on TV and what's happening on site, essentially. But what types of things are students doing? So they're greeting guests, they're checking on safety of guests, they're finding ways to make things happen that maybe we didn't plan for. All of these things are integral to the experience, and you have to have people who are trained to answer these questions.
Just jump in one of those sessions. I will tell you right now, it's a 58 slide training deck, and we got an hour. She moves at lightning speed. This is what's cool though, is you're gonna get to see all the current information, current artists, current team. She has all of the org charts done with your images. So it's a super cool thing.
So during a meeting, Professor Kiio, Professor, Dorey, they explain, the prestige that Ferris has with the event, but then to see it, visually is really like, oh, yeah, we're legit. This is gonna be pretty awesome. I was definitely feeling the pressure, but he'll be, just great in person, but just the first time encountering it, I was like, oh my God, I'm a little scared. Just getting the meeting started, I wanted to attach some of our pictures.
I have so much going on that, I'll start to do something, then I'm doing something else, and it's just like I keep getting pulled away, and I can never really complete what I'm doing, even though I'm someone who likes to start something and finish it. I also get really anxious all the time. I mean, I think that's something with our generation, just, maybe with the phone or whatever, but I always knew I wanted to do disc golf. Once I started out when I was like 12 years old, I really found a deep passion for that. So, I really loved that, and I wanted to do that. So I came up here to, Ferris, because they have one of the best, disc golf teams, and yeah, I get anxious a lot, especially with like high expectations with like, I do a lot of, competitions where it's just me. it was really emotional when I won the national title. I was like, I had done it, you know.
I don't like to talk about COVID a lot because like I'm sure everybody talks about it, but like coming out of like that super like socially isolating time, and like I had just moved to the Grand Rapids area like a few years prior. I'm not originally from this side of the state, so I made a big move before high school. So then when COVID and all these other things happened, like I was super alone. School was like where I excelled. So for all of that and all of my social time to be ripped away, I was like, this is nuts. Like I don't really have like a hometown. I don't really have like a place where I feel is like my like stomping ground. So college was kind of like, took it as like a personal goal to be more involved. I had talked to a couple other people that, you know, were feeling really frustrated with like the fact that there's not like, why aren't the X Games like coming back? Why aren't these different like organizations, like why aren't we working them anymore? It was actually in my event 401 class with Amy, and Kiio had sat in that same day. And I was like, I know this isn't on topic at all. There's a lot of kids right now that want to do like really cool opportunities, and like where are they? I guess the next day or 2 days after, Amy Wiggins had reached out and was like, hey, can we get on a call? And it basically was like a snowball effect. She was like, so would people want to go? And my hands like shot up in the air in class. I'm like, well, duh, like I'm the one who said, like, I don't know. I just kind of pushed, and I was like, hey, people want this, like let's make it happen. And they did, and I'm so excited that it like came full circle for everybody, not just myself.
We have 6 minutes to spare.
We are on the plane. We're rock and roll.
Our first breakfast in Aspen.
I just can't get over it.
Only with Amy, you guys will get a chance to meet Amy Wiggins in person.
And to watch it go from like me not knowing what I wanted to do with my education in high school, feeling just confused and lost, to putting me in such a large scale event for me to do real world and on site is like a crazy comparison of the last 3 to 4 years of like my life.
Someone that go down a hill and do a flip. That's crazy. Oh my word. Those things are huge!
Oh my god. I don't even know how I'm supposed to explain this stuff.
Yeah, and it's really cool.
Let's fire it up!
Super fun. It's just, wow. It takes your breath away. It's new bucket. So big.
This is giving away. They call me Jeopardy game.
So welcome everybody. Thank you guys for being here. We love this program. It's one of the highlights of my 13 years with X Games. Be here this weekend, soak it in. You know, we open tomorrow late. It's gonna go like that. So I think it's really important for us all to remember that, and I think paying it forward, looking out for that person. So when you guys get that opportunity someday, because you'll be up here, don't forget that you need to pay it forward to the people that come up behind you. So 2 things, be here this weekend, enjoy the heck out of it, it's a special event, and then pay it forward. So that's pretty much it.
The hardest part of this trip for me is going to be letting go of control and like not being in control and be able to change what's happening. It's just got to be like go with the flow, which is so outside of my comfort zone, but it's what I'm learning to do, so it's super fun.
From right here, but when I send you over to
So at X Games, I'll be working on the guest services team with about 23 to 24 other students from other schools. But no one else from Ferris will be on that team with me. They'll be there, but they won't be in the same spot that I'm going to be. So I'm just feeling a little nervous and have a little bit of anxiety about working with a whole new group of people that I've never met and had a chance to like connect with or network with. But dinner's like weird to eat with people you don't know. So for me to be away from all the peeps is kind of weird, but I'll get there. It's just the first day and I'm tired and I'm angry, so I'm not ready to socialize quite yet right now.
Levi over here.
Yeah, I think he's saying I want to take as much as I can out of this opportunity and out of Ferris as I can, and I feel like this is like, I'm not going to say this is my last moment to do something big like this, but there's not going to be another opportunity like this for me again. So I want to go into this with like the idea of just meet people, try to keep your cool, of like you don't know everything, but it's going to be okay.
We're reunited. We missed you.
Oh,
Gosh, we're back.
But did you have a good time?
It was good.
Yeah, I had a great time. Yeah, I was smiling the whole time.
Good. Was it warm?
What does she need, Dorey?
Honestly, last night I was feeling really discouraged and just like not having a great time, if I'm being honest. Being disconnected from everybody kind of made me feel like I was missing out on like a big chunk of what was going on, and some decisions were being made and things were being talked about when I like wasn't there, and it just felt like this is how the whole trip was going to be. So I was just getting like discouraged, and they're all just like in a group of knowing together, and I was the only one like confused and like not being able to talk to somebody. But then Amy kind of like brought me back down and was like, okay, well, you know, this is what it's gonna look like. You're totally good. Like the way you're feeling is totally valid and normal. Like everything that you know is everything that like you need to know. So she told me that for majority of my shifts, I'll be right like in the base of the mountain working like the comp area. So I'm super excited because that means I basically get to watch like all of X Games for the most part. So I'm excited just to be in that environment and like engage with the crowd and see it all like play out the way that I was hoping it would.
Here we're gonna have like the bar over here. We'll have some light refreshments, so not, you know, full meals by any chance, but here they have all-inclusive drinks and then light fares, we're essentially calling it. Photo opportunity over here, couches, nice areas to lounge. Outside we'll have all of our tables, an exclusive like viewing area.
Our disc golf team, it has like a team aspect, but like I've always really done individual sports.
We got the X. We got the X. It's gonna be a great day.
So it's always been a lot of like trying to stay away from like personal deprivation and like kind of like beating myself. And I've definitely, you know, really made myself lose a ton of tournaments. It's hard when you just took a triple bogey and you just lost nat. Like that happened to me my freshman year. I'd shot myself out of the tournament, and it was just like I had done it to myself. You know, I just gotten so worked up. I was tied for second with like 5 holes left, and there's all this media. We're on a par 5 and we're up on a hill. And I just ripped my drive right. Okay, so now I'm throwing like 5, and I'm like not anywhere close, and I throw out of bounds again, and then I throw out of bounds again, and I took a 10, and it's bad. But you know, I learned a lot from that, and I was able to finish the round, and I've had a lot of moments like that where I feel like I'm learning from that still, and you know, it feels good to, you know, push past some of that stuff and keep growing.
There's VIP viewing corrals, but they're kind of confusing to get to. So I try to take them up there, but I kind of wait a little bit to see if they got to where they need to be. I always get scared that I didn't take them to the right spot. So it's like, because I had people yesterday where they went in and the thing was closed.
5 seconds left.
But I'm just watching the street style. The lady just pointed at me. Vibes are good. They look lost. What are you gonna do? I hope they got what they wanted.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what this looks like. I've never even been to Colorado. Like, this is gonna be a whole different ballgame. So something I am working on and want to work on is going to be like, it's okay to not know. Because I trust like all the managers and all the other people that have done this before to know what they're doing. But for me, that's something that I'm like, I just give me the plan to look at too. But it's like, no, just do the small thing, because that small thing still means just as much as that big picture does. But like, I need to remind myself of that a lot. Just calming my nerves about the unknown is something I want to work on.
For this competition to get started. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. We're a few minutes away. Just getting heated up there.
Do you think they're super nervous right now and just scared out of their pants because they have to get out there and compete the first competition?
I think there's some butterflies. There's always some butterflies.
I've been inside all day. I'm ready to see these guys rip this thing. I'm ready. It's big air. Let's go.
How's it been going?
It was good. I liked it inside a lot. You sit at a table and people come up to you with questions.
You can go that way.
Out here, a little more in the wild. A little colder for sure. Yeah, it's just been really good.
The guy that just walked by was a Formula One driver.
Oh, wait,
that
I'm
was
getting
him, you guys. That's so cool. I was on a snowmobile earlier and like check it out with no one up here. And like I got to do the medal ceremony down there, so there's a lot of cool things happening. That's insane.
Winding one up. Oh! For the switch backside 1980.
It's gnarly. So I'm mid-break. Kiio comes up to me and she's like, do you want to help with the medals ceremony tomorrow at 5:30? And I'm like, yes, of course. And guess what at 5:30? Women's super pipe.
Who are you most excited to see?
Chloe Kim, the GOAT. She's gonna win it, and I'm gonna be right there holding her gold. Someone's gonna take it, put it right on her head. I'm gonna go, congrats. It's gonna be really cool. I don't know how she pulled the strings, but really, really awesome opportunity.
I can help. Who's next? Hi there. What's ticketing been like so far for you?
A lot of scanning and checking and explaining, which is good because it's consistent. I think it was a good break for me today to like take a minute and have just like the same routine for a minute, but I'm excited to go back out there. I'm excited to see it all again.
Okay. So I would normally take you here. So normally I would say, okay, 22, I'm going to take you here. Mm-hmm. That means I pull from one of these, and 5 would replace you here.
Okay.
Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
So, but you're gonna work with me. Okay. You're gonna run this. You're good. I'm not gonna walk away.
My learning piece was today when I got to do the shift rotation for the guest services team. Just seeing how like there's certain priorities and how you like. It's not as easy as like, oh, you're just moving point A to point B. It's like, no, you're moving point A, B, and C to E, F, and G, and then this A, B, and C has to go over here, and it's like a puzzle. So just seeing the operations piece was super cool for me because it was like more of a bigger picture, and I'd like to see that aspect of it. I strive to just keep growing. Like that is something that I have always I've always just wanted to be not the best, but just I want to learn more, I want to do more, I want to be the best that I can be for myself.
Are you Daniela?
Dude, I have to imagine that brings her right back up.
I'm sorry, are you ticketing? Yeah, so you'll basically just go to ticketing. Okay, here's one of your ticketing peeps. I think I did that right. Like I love my details and I love my plans, but if it doesn't work, I'm gonna figure out how to make it work again, so.
Are you having like any sadness that it's the last day?
I'm not. It's like I knew the schedule. It's like we worked really, really hard. You know, it feels like it's the last day. But, gonna rally, bring it home, and make it just as good as the rest of the days.
I think I'm, really a nice person. I try to be nice. I think I'm pretty witty and funny. And I think that, helps open up some people who are shyer up, which I've always kind of liked. I've kind of always been gravitated to more of the quiet people because I feel like it's really, kind of fun to break people out of their shell and like really see who they are. But yeah, I think I'm really, really hardworking and dedicated. Those I think are just some of my things. I just really like to, be involved.
That was awesome! So today, this is so hard to do. Woo! We just got on a super bike!
grab. Last year, will she do it again? Here we go. Here's Chloe Kim, your gold medalist. Dropping into regular stance. Backside 720, getting the poke on the grab. There's the switch method. Absolutely huge. Flashing no hands on Kim.
Feels like it's gnats. Getting nervous.
Let's check in with Jack.
Her 8th X Games Super Pipe Gold. That ties her with Shaun White for most X Games Super Pipe Gold. This is her 10th X Games medal. Make some noise for Chloe Kim!
Top of the world, man. Let's go. This is how X Games is. You do something crazy. Do something absolutely crazy. Go up super high, help with the medals, and then you go back to work.
One of the cool things
Oh my word, that was so sick.
I pretty much won the event.
Dude, that was so sick. Oh my
You had
word.
all 3 medals. Is this your high for today?
High for my life.
Just being outside and not like, yeah, I'm working, but it's not gonna feel like work because like when I'm in that type of setting, that's like my happy place. I'm like, there's so many things going on and it's busy and I'm standing on a side of a mountain and like what is there to complain about? Yeah, just being there. I'm most excited just to like, just put me outside in my snow gear. I'm ready to go. Like just place me where you want to and we'll go from there, I guess. So.
We all just survived X Games in one piece. I'm proud of all y'all.
Thank
Just so you all know, like, we all did some, like, really cool shit. You all did some, sorry for swearing, some, like, scary stuff, uncomfortable stuff, really cool stuff, and I'm happy to do it with all of you, and I'm happy that you guys all got to do really cool things. Not to be sappy and weird, but I'm proud of y'all.
Thanks for lighting the fire.
Oh, yeah.